I'm Kristen Marie.
And I'm Brandon Reed.
And
you're
you're tuned
tuned
in
into
to
Inspired by the 90s
podcast.
podcast. One take is, see, I like that.
That is wow. I feel like we talked a lot about growing up in the 90s. I feel like growing up in the 90s is just so different. We were just unsupervised, doing whatever we wanted, drinking from the water hose, and
That
just
water hose water was crazy. I don't care. Especially on the west side of South Bend, it was good. Like
talking about on the west side. That's literally
I
where
don't know
the soil of the town was messed up.
it was something about a hoop session on the curb, the rim on the curb. You hoop, you get done. That water faucet. I mean the water hose.
Yeah, it
Crazy.
do be hitting, but
It was
adding
always
the
cold
west side
too.
is crazy. The water was dang near contaminated over there, but it's okay though. But we survived. I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
think
still
that's the
here.
main point is we survived drinking from the water hose, just being out all night and coming back when the street lights come on. It is what it is, but we
Yeah.
survived. You know, we might be slightly traumatized, but we thriving though.
Yeah, and
It's okay.
I can't imagine my kids doing none of this stuff. But
No, literally. I think some of the stuff we did too and we said and we experienced in the 90s would probably get canceled today, or the kids today could never handle it.
yeah.
So that's basically what we're going to talk about today, how the kids today could never survive in the 90s, and the kids today that we're talking about are our kids. And so
My kids would look at me crazy if I told them to drink out the water hose.
no, literally,
I don't think
like,
they've ever had to and we on well water. They don't want to drink orange water anyway.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I might be with them. The funny part though is the fact that didn't, like, I feel like parents in the 90s complained about a lot of stuff. Don't leave the door open, this and that. But the fact that they didn't feel like that was running up the water bill is crazy.
But
Like,
the water hose
yeah,
constantly
just
running?
drinking from the water hose and
That is
playing
true.
in the water. Like, I'm
Because
surprised
I would forget
that
it
didn't
on
turn.
sometimes. I got in trouble for that multiple times, for forgetting the water hose on. Because you're trying to get your water fast so you can get back to running.
You need... Next thing you know, it's leaking in the basement.
Not a whole front yard puddly.
That is hilarious. So let's talk about some of the, like, lack. I feel like the biggest thing from the 90s is we literally had a lack of, like, supervision back then.
So they had to go to work.
No, literally,
nothing
and they would
jeopardizing
just
that.
be like, well, don't open this door. Like, you're staying home. Oh, well, this is what it is. Don't open this door for nobody. Don't look out the window. Don't call
it didn't
nobody.
make sense for them to pay for babysitting. For some reason, they was like, nah, I'm good on that. Like, just stay at the crib, lock the door. Don't call nobody. Don't answer the phone.
Don't go
Don't
outside.
cook nothing. Well, I couldn't cook nothing. I couldn't touch the stove. I was a microwave kid.
That is hilarious. I feel like we were outside. Like, when our parents weren't home, I feel like we were outside all day.
Yeah.
And I feel like your mom never knew where you were at.
No, she never did.
Like, if I was to call, I'd be like, oh, is Brandon there? She'd be like, Brandon's outside.
And I would
like,
be at
Brandon's at the mall.
UP Mall.
Like, Brandon's meeting me at the mall in 20 minutes. Like, he's not outside, but okay, I'm just making sure he left. Now she gonna hear this podcast and be like,
it was so lit as a child because you would wake up. First thing you finna do, you going to the park lunches. I was all over the town.
Oh my God.
I'm going to the park lunches. I'm hooping. Probably go to the mall later. And I'm
riding the bus
end
and
up
everything.
on the north side.
Just riding the bus and walking.
Yeah.
Like, we would walk from, like, that's probably like 6 or 7 miles.
Oh,
in a day. We'd walk from, like, the west side all the way to, like, the mall, and just, like, it's fine. Which is crazy.
Yeah, and that bus ride was $1. You was gonna get there in 30 minutes.
That's hilarious. Like, we just hop on the bus and just go wherever.
We used to skip school and get on the bus and go to the mall.
That's crazy.
That's bad.
That's crazy. Yeah. Don't let your kids find that out.
Yeah, I was on half days though.
Not that they would ride the bus anyway.
I was on half days because I did like the little program. The junior year you had all your credits. You could. What's the point going to the program? I'm going to the mall. I'm getting Panda Express.
Panda Express is not even at the mall anymore. Is the crazy part. Now that I think about it, that is well. I feel like too, because we didn't have phones back then. Really, they couldn't really check in and see where we were. So it was just like
I was supposed to check in, but
they're like, there was no phone there. Sorry, I just couldn't. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't no checking in. I wasn't even telling you when I was switching locations.
You just come back at the end of the day. You've been to 16 different places.
As long as I got a bike, I'm everywhere.
No, literally. And I think too, walking, like the way we just walk places alone. Like, I remember my son asked literally last week, he was like, can we walk to the gas station? Mind you, the gas station is right there. If I was to walk out to the sidewalk, I can see it. And I'm like, no, there's a liquor store attached to it. Y'all are not walking to that
good.
gas station. Yeah. Like, even if he's like, it's right there. I don't care. There's a busy street right there. And if something happened to y'all, like, that's on me. Like, it's just like.
I don't even let my kids walk home from school.
No, like, that's real. And it's like, why is that? Like, why is it so different now?
Because we had to do it so much that we realized how. I mean, it probably wasn't even a problem. Like it was cool, but
the crazy part about it too is the kids have cell phones and stuff now.
Yeah,
we can literally track them exactly, like on a little app and know exactly where they're at.
You would think that would make me let them do more. But...
yeah, but it doesn't. I don't know why. It just does. I'm just like, no.
That's and they don't trip about it. Like if my kids was like, I wish I could just walk home. All right, let's try it once. But like they don't care. They be waiting on me to pick them up.
Yeah. No, literally. I feel like too, like just having, I don't know, like parents just didn't care. And I remember like showing up to people's like houses unannounced is like crazy too. Like when you think about it, like you just see if your friends were home by just going and knocking on the door.
Yeah, you had to see if there's bikes in the yard.
Yeah, or see if everybody's bike is outside.
If everybody's bikes where everybody was. Oh, this is the spot. My mom wasn't going for that though.
Yeah.
We had to play outside. Everybody wasn't coming in the house.
Now, you know dang well, it got to a point where you didn't even tell your mom that people was over.
But then she would wake up that morning and get ready to go to work and cuss me out.
Yes, I remember one time we all was hanging out upstairs. There was literally like 6 of us. She came upstairs snapping. And then she opened the door and realized everybody was in there. She was like, oh, hey, y'all. And just went back downstairs. And I know she cussed you out later.
Yeah. And
but like, he would just not say anything.
Because I was used to it at that point. I knew once y'all left, it was over with for me. So I just enjoyed it while I could.
I think, too, another thing that was, like, wild when you think about it is the fact that, like, when everybody was talking on the house phone, it's like people could just pick up the phone and listen to your calls, which is crazy. Get off my phone. Like,
I knew exactly what my mom was going to say when she picked up that phone. Her first words was, can I use my phone? Because I was always on it. So when she picked that phone up, I hear that. Can I use my phone now? All right, y'all. I gotta call y'all back.
That is crazy. That's literally crazy. Like that's so wild to think about. Like now, I literally had to add parental controls and time limits to my son's phone because I can't listen into his phone call like that. See, that's how your parents figure out what you up to. They just pick up the phone on quietly too, and just listen to what you got going on. Like,
and one time I don't know what we was talking about, but my mom couldn't hold it in no more. She was just listening. And she, man, what's that y'all talking about? Ah, dang. Nothing.
All right, gotta go. Click. That's crazy.
But if I was on that phone and she picked it up and she was ready to use it, she was angry.
No, literally. I feel like, too, another thing that sticks out from the 90s is, like, some of the phrases and comebacks we used, I feel like, would get you canceled today.
Yeah, you can't say the stuff that you used to say. Like even it was a show called Yo Mama. Like it was Mama jokes. Like you would joke and roast.
This generation could never handle that
because everything get real serious.
That too, yeah. And honestly, the way this generation talks to, they have you ready to. I don't know.
Yeah. Back then, when you said something about somebody, mom, you didn't think nothing of it. You just was like, they just making a joke.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
now they be ready. Wait, this new generation pulled out a blicky on you.
Yeah. Can't talk about people mamas no more.
I feel like too, like people used to just say stuff so lightly. Like it was so crazy. Like people just call people bald head or like
and everything was just kind of like swept under the rug.
Yeah, like it was very like okay, oh well.
Yeah, because we also grew up in a time where they was like, words, sticks and stones.
Yeah.
Break your bones, but words don't hurt. So we didn't care.
Which is crazy to think about, because words really do hurt and they can hurt.
Yeah.
But if you told yourself that enough, then it felt okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you just like, nah, sticks and stones. Like it's fine.
Yeah, nowadays every word count. You cannot say nothing.
And even nobody. like I remember like people used to say stuff like kick rocks and like take a hike.
That was one of my favorites. Kick rocks. That was a good one.
That is a good one though. It is a good one. But like take a hike.
Kick rocks, man.
like take a hike. It's like okay, great. I'll go take a hike.
That's the universal like. Go find you something to do.
Yeah, literally. Kick rocks like pipe down, bro. Get off here.
That was a good one.
Even take a chill pill. Telling people to do drugs is crazy.
Yeah, I
take a chill pill is wild.
What kind of pill was the chill pill that they was referring to? Or is it just whatever chills you out?
Adderall or something? What's the chill pill?
No, I think
it's the bomb. Like something is the bomb. Like the bomb is crazy. When we was getting bombed in 2001, like that's a wild thing to think about.
That was like a heavy one too. Like everything was the bomb. Like the food, your food is good. It's the bomb. Yo, I'm trying to think of what else.
Now they be like this buzzing or this fire. It's the it's the bomb was like the one. My daughter came home a couple weeks ago and she was singing this, like, I don't want to call it a nursery rhyme. It's not like a nursery rhyme. It's like one of those like hopscotch songs. Yeah. And she was like, shame, shame, shame. I don't want to go to Mexico no more. I remember There's a big fat policeman at the door.
Who came up with these?
No, but listen to the rest of it. He grabbed me by the collar. He made me pay $1. I don't want to go to Mexico no more. Is that ICE? Is that not ICE chasing somebody? Like,
why'd you have to pay $1? We going over the wrong parts.
$1 meant a lot back then, okay? It's not the same dollar that it is these days. He
grabbed you up and made you pay $1?
And then you don't want to go to Mexico no more? Like, who even made this up?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I remember people used to say, like, you bald head scallywag, you ain't got no hair in the back. Like,
what's the definition of scallywag? Or is that just a made up word?
I don't know that it's made up.
That was a popular one too. And I never knew what a scallywag was.
So was African booty scratcher. Not you thought about that. Like you you don't remember that one?
I remember it, but I'm thinking deeper into it now.
Like,
that I'm
why
older.
was people saying these things? That's just crazy. Like, it's just like we was just saying anything. And nowadays, I'm telling you, this generation would be like, nah, you can't say that. Like,
yeah, people get mad. Like, what you like? What?
Even like, so during I don't know if it was during COVID or what, but like they started playing old episodes of America's Next Top Model. Yeah. And the new generation started watching it. They're like, oh my God, this show is so good or whatever. And they started watching it. Why did they end up like watching it? And they ended up canceling Tyra Banks. They're like, this show is horrible. Who would do this to people? Like, yada, yada, yada. And they got like real butthurt about it on TikTok. And they started like a whole trend of people feeling like, whole time, that was prime time TV. Yeah. And that was how they acted. That's how they acted on Making the Band.
Every show was wild. There was no filter on that show. Flavor of Love. A show that came out called Butterface. And it just resurfaced recently. It was a show where these women would walk out with a bag on their face and they would take the bag off and people would judge them based on their looks. And it was on TV. Like, you could look it up on YouTube and you can watch it. It's called Butterface. And it was on Prime. And what's the dude with the glasses? And
the dude with the glasses?
He always got the round glasses on. They like kind of shades. Man, I can't think of his name. He got long hair. And he was always on these type of shows. I want to say his name
was... Chance?
Nah. I want to say his name was Harry, but I don't think it is. Harry something.
Is he white? Is he black?
It's a white guy.
He now had like... figure it out, but...
The internet... Man, I'm telling you. If you ever see this clip, you're going to be like, well, this was on TV?
Bro, they used to play anything. Think about it, this new generation. I showed my son, I took him to the doctor, and at the doctor's office, they was playing, like, regular TV, and Maury was on the TV. And I was like, oh, my God, I should, like, sit and watch this when I stayed home from school. He was like, you would watch this? Like, he was, like, appalled. Like, he was like, what is this? Because they were like, you are not the baby daddy. And he was like, what is this?
Little did he know Jerry Springer was worse.
No,
we used to watch that, and it was like...
Well, and then I'm like... Yeah, this is what I wanted to do when I grew up. And he was like, of all the jobs, like, this is what you wanted to do. And I'm like, well, not this one.
Not like this, but...
Like Oprah, but like, I mean, like, dang, bro.
Shows definitely didn't have no filter.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And they can't replay these shows nowadays. I mean, sometimes they do, but...
I feel like, too, there's certain things that, like... There's some stories that have come out now that I feel like if they happened back in the 90s, nobody would like believe them. But now, like, it's more believable because there's like actual like social media footage and things like that. Yeah. So, like, have you seen the story about the quadruple amputee cornhole player that killed somebody?
I didn't. Okay, so I didn't see it, but I seen the video. I mean,
of him shooting the gun or of him playing cornhole?
Just that part. I didn't see the other part.
So
I just seen
quadruple amputee means you don't have no hands and no feet. Like, bro, arms is cut off here, and his legs is cut off here. Like, he don't have the lower extremities of neither part. And they was like, yeah, first of all, they said he was driving a car.
Yeah.
With 3 other people in the car.
Why is he driving?
Whoever these other 3 people with all their limbs that got in the car with this man.
Maybe he offered to drive.
I don't care where he offered to drive, I'm not going. Like, and then he got mad at the dude in the front seat, and he ended up shooting him. So then he told the 2 people in the back, hey, help me get rid of this body. Then they said, nah, and got out. So now y'all want to get out the car. So they get out the car, and then he drives off and just pushes the body out of the car somewhere into somebody's yard. And just leaves.
I got
all with no arms and legs.
So many questions.
And here's the thing. When I first heard the story, I was like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, that sounds crazy. Unless he's driving a Tesla. Then it would kind of make sense. But, which I heard he was driving a Tesla. I don't know how true that part is. But that's the only thing that kind of makes sense. But even then, I was like,
is these his homies?
Like, how is he even armed? He doesn't even have half his arms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, plus, even when the police come up, he'll be like, well, I mean, sir, show me the fingerprints. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you know that I shot the gun? But here's the thing, and this is the problem with the generation now. They put everything on social media. So now they got videos of him shooting a gun. And it's like, okay, now we gotta believe
you did it.
Yeah, like, back in the day, he could have got away with it. Like O.J. Simpson. Think about it. He could have been like, the gloves don't fit.
If we run all the way back to the beginning of this.
He's still stuck on.
Is these his friends? What wouldn't happen?
I think they was other cornhole players. The fact that this man can play Listen, cornhole is hard in general.
I suck at cornhole.
Like, most people are not even good at cornhole, period. And he don't got any arms or legs, and he's going crazy at it. He's a professional cornhole player.
That's a blessing.
I watched a video of him hitting 4 in a row, like 4 in the hole. Like, all 4 bags landed in the hole. There's probably a name for that, but then I seen other videos of him riding a dirt bike. I seen him swimming. I done went down this man's TikTok, and I'm like, honestly, he could run for president or something. Like, he literally could do anything.
If he's swimming, shooting guns,
he used chopsticks.
He's fully. He can do everything.
He could axe throw. He was playing video games. Like, honestly, at first I wasn't convinced though that like he had killed. I was like, nah, there's no way he put. Because think about it. How do you even push somebody out the car? I probably couldn't even push somebody out the car, and I have all of my arms and legs. Like, and he did all that, but then I seen all these videos of him doing all this stuff, and I was like, I mean,
this is a crazy story.
If this happened in the 90s, though, they would have been like, nah. Like, you know, you'd be like, nah, that's crazy.
They
that's
too crazy. Had the technology to figure it out back then.
That's what I'm saying.
Computers.
He could have got away with it.
Yeah. That is a crazy story. And it's funny because I seen the video. Not funny. It's wild because I seen the video. And I didn't know there was more to it. Like, I just seen people posting that video. I'm like, that's crazy that he can do that.
And you didn't know he murdered somebody.
Did not know that.
That's crazy. It really is crazy.
Y'all better not say it have excuses. He just did all of that with no excuses.
No, literally.
He didn't even have nothing, no arms or legs.
And he was on a tour where he was traveling the country. And he was going to like schools, and he was like being super inspiring to like the kids. He was like, at 10 months old, I got a bacterial infection that like they had to.
If he would have came to my school, I would have been motivated. Like, you did all of this?
Cause think about it, it's like if he did all that with no arms and legs, do I really got any excuse for anything? Nah, like, come on now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could start this podcast. Whole time he over there fishing with no arms and legs. Like, come on, bro. You gotta step your game up. Like,
them excuses.
So that's what I'm saying. He was on the tour. He was going and talking to all the kids and had them riled up. Like, they probably was looking up to him, and now he in prison. That's crazy.
That's tough.
It do be like that. Okay, so let's play a game now. Let's see who can finish all these 90s and 2000 phrases.
Man.
So, talk to the...
Oh, talk to the hand.
Yeah, which is crazy.
What was that? Like, is it you putting your hand in their face?
Yeah, you should like talk to the hand because the face don't want to listen or something like that.
That's crazy.
That's low-key rude. Like, stuff in the 90s was low-key rude.
Especially you put your hand in somebody's face, it's like...
But at the same time, like, you got to be really saying something that I don't want to hear if I'm saying talk to the hand. Like,
yeah, we ops at that point. Like, once you say talk to the hand, it's like, nah.
No, for real. Home. This is what you call your homie. Home.
I always just said my homeboy. That sounds crazy, too, but...
No, they used to say home slice and home skillet. Like, this is my home skillet right here, which makes no sense. Yeah. Like, honestly, listen, I don't know. I'm just a messenger. I don't know where they got that one from, but...
yeah, I don't know how they came up with that one.
Tore up from the...
Flow up. My mom used to say
toe up from the flow up, yeah. Which is crazy, because, like, what does that even mean? Like, literally at your feet, you, like, tore up, like, the whole way up?
Yeah, I think it was referring to, like, a house. Like, the house is tore up from the ground to the ceiling. Maybe, I don't know. That was more platinum. My mom said that a lot.
I feel like not you said it went platinum. I feel like people used to use that for anything though. They'd be like, yeah, her car was toe up from the floor up, but it's like, huh?
That's from head to toe, basically.
Yeah, that probably is about what it means. All that and
a bag of chips is crazy.
Which is so like who was coming up with this stuff? All like you think you all that in a bag of chips?
Cause just think, you got a sandwich, right? You got a sandwich and a drink. That's decent. But then when you put the bag of chips with it too, now it's all that and a bag of chips. That's a full meal at that point. Which is
crazy though, because back then you really could get like all that and a bag of chips
for $1.
For like $1. Like you could get a cosmic brownie, a bag of chips, a bug juice or whatever, or like a little one of those, those cookout juices with the foily paper.
The Huggy juices.
Huggies?
Yeah, that's what I call them.
I don't think that's the name.
You talking about the little Huggy juice where you gotta put your teeth into it and make a little mark so you can see.
Low-key, those are disgusting.
They are.
Like, now that I'm grown, I'm like, that is the nastiest thing.
All of the
besides Hawaiian Punch, though. Hawaiian Punch is also disgusting. It always tastes warm. But so does those juices.
Always taste them warm. It's crazy.
No, think about it. It don't matter how much ice you add to it. It still tastes warm.
I feel like it didn't used to be like that back in the day. Something was different, like the ingredients or something.
No, we just didn't care. Like, you just didn't care. We
Capri Suns, it say it now. They like 70% less sugar. This is water now. Why are we still putting this out?
Which is crazy, too, because everything back then had color. Now they be making stuff with, like, all of it be clear. They be like, no added dyes. And I'm like, low-key, why was they just throwing dye in everything? Like, why couldn't we just drink juice that was clear? Who cares? Like, why did they need to add 30 gallons of red dye number 40 to the Hawaiian Punch?
Because it was more fun.
You know what's funny, though? It does feel like life has, like, gray-scaled out a little bit.
Oh, yeah, as you get older. Yeah. Everything's a lot less colorful. That sounded so... And I didn't mean it to sound bad like that, but like advertisement.
No, it does seem kind of like bland and like died down. Because like, even look at the stuff we made for like the set. Like, it's so like vibrant. Yes, now I feel like stuff be like black and gray and like... Which I ain't gonna lie, I'm a gray girly. I really do like my grays and stuff like that. Like, my house is all gray, but like... Life do be feeling a little duller than it used to.
And everything got less sugar in it.
That might be good, because these new age kids got ADHD a lot. Which we probably had ADHD too, but most of us was just...
It was undiagnosed.
Exactly. We was just running around raw dogging life with it. Like, it didn't matter. And as long as you was still getting good grades, they didn't care what you did. Like, you could have been walking around with anxiety. You could have been walking around with ADHD. Half the people I know had autism. They still do, and I'm just like, you know what? As long as you got good grades, they really didn't care. Like, it didn't matter. You didn't need to be diagnosed. You didn't need a label.
My grades was bad. I remember them parent-teacher conferences.
Why?
I think I just used to play around. I just remember going to the conference and my mom always was making that face, where she showed her teeth a little bit. The teacher didn't even get through. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how it would go. The teacher put it out and like, so these are the grades. If immediately my mom is like, wait till we get home. I'm like, we didn't even get through the whole thing yet. She going through the grades. I'm getting in more and more trouble. Her face turning more and more, balling up. Every time she tell her grade, she looking at me like, and I'm like,
because every time she asks you if you got homework, you like, nah, and just run upstairs.
Because I'm outside playing at the mall.
That's crazy. At the mall. That's part of the problem. Like, okay, shut up before I
give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was going to say before I make you shut up, but that's crazy.
That also sounds very rude. But like,
it's me.
But like parents used to be like, shut up before I give you something to cry about. And it's like, you already gave me something to cry about.
I was crying because of you.
But they'd be like, no, I'll make it worse. Then they'd be like, I put you in this world, I can take you out.
When I heard that one, that's when I knew my mom wasn't nobody to play with.
That's old people's favorite saying. Yeah. Like, girl, honestly, you couldn't take me out if you needed to, but whatever. I'll put some respect on it.
Part when they say that, you like, ooh, that is
a little intense to say to somebody.
I think I'm gonna act right.
I am screaming. Chicken. This is what you call somebody. The bald head scallywags. This is what you call them. Chicken.
Chicken butt.
They did used to say that though. Guess what? Chicken butt. Guess why? Yeah. Chicken thigh. Guess when? Chicken hen.
Chicken hen? It was chicken hen?
I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, it's supposed to be chicken head. Remember they used to call people chicken heads?
I thought that was a dance. Why? But it was because they was a chicken head.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I missed that part. I just knew the dance. Right? That's in the Chingy video.
Yeah.
I don't know the full, but it's something like that with your shoulders. Insert the clip.
All right, this is off the blank. Like, this is when something is tight. Like,
it's off the chain.
Yeah. Which is crazy, because, like, off of what chain? Like, why? Off of what chain?
You know what I be trying to relate everything. Yeah. Maybe it had something to do with like a dog on a leash. You know what I'm saying?
This is so good. It ripped off the chain. No, I don't think that was it.
I don't know how they came up with that one.
All right, what about up your butt and
up your butt and around the corner? Yeah. I've definitely heard that one before.
Which is crazy because, like, I feel like this new generation, like, they would be like, no, you can't say that. Like,
yeah.
Like, but yeah, no, everything was, somebody was like, oh, where are you going? Up your butt and around the corner? Which is crazy. Because why are you inside someone's butt and even going around the corner? But you know what, though? That's because we grew up on Magic School Bus. And it'll be like,
where's their body?
It'll be like 9 a.m. and Miss Frizzle and her little bus would be up your butt and around the corner.
Oh my goodness! you know it's a new version of that?
For real?
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, no offense to the Magic. I think I'm just so used to the one that I used to watch.
You know, Miss Frizzle on there was black, right? She was just like ginger black, you know. She was like real light skinned with like her hair was so curly. There's no way she was not like mixed or something. She was just like really, really light skinned, and she was so cool that like. You know, like some
everybody
cartoon characters,
her to take
like
them kids in
exactly
all these different places.
She had to be somebody.
Was they filling out permission slips? They couldn't have been. Ain't no way she told them the bus was gonna shrink all the way down and we was gonna go down somebody's throat like that. No way she told.
You don't think the parents would have signed off on that? Honestly, I feel like the parents in the 90s would be like, whatever.
Yeah, they just go. It was a field trip. Cool.
Does it cost money? No. All right, here you go. Like, they don't even care. They literally didn't care. No, I'll be like looking at the stuff like, what time are you coming back? Like,
and you know what? Field trips was cheap too. Like,
no, literally, like $2.
My mom ain't never paid no more than $5 for a field trip.
Bro, my son had to go on an overnight field trip for school. They stayed at the campsite. It was $300. And they just be like, we'll just charge the school account. Like, golly. Like, y'all didn't know nothing. Didn't start, like, it's a requirement, and you're going to charge me $300? No,
I've never heard of an overnight field trip.
Well, they go to private school, you know. So
my mom,
they don't care.
My mom,
your mom probably would have signed off on yours though.
Nah, she didn't let me go all night skating.
They was doing some crazy stuff at all night skating. You probably didn't need to be there. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I couldn't go to all night skating either.
My mom was not going.
That's when you know somebody care about you when they didn't let you go to all night skating. They was like, no, you're not going to be 16 and pregnant. Thank you.
Yeah, all night skating. Can I go? No. Well, I think it's also because you had to get picked up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, that was probably
my mom was not going for that. They was in a bed, sleep, or getting ready to go to work.
Imagine getting at 6 a.m.
It had to have been on a weekend, right? So on a Saturday, she's not getting up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, honestly, as a parent now, I wish my kid would be like, "Yeah, I need you to come pick me up at 6 a.m." Like, no, whatever that is, you don't need to be there.
Yeah, and I feel it. I wouldn't let my kids go all night skating either. That's crazy.
Yeah, that even is crazy. I don't know. Like, honestly, like our generation just used to be doing anything. Yeah, no, everybody.
I used to go to school the next day and be mad.
But like everybody would be like, yeah, we was just there from 11 p.m. to 6 in the morning.
And they exhausted too. I know they got to be exhausted.
Honestly, I think they was high on Hawaiian Punch and Coca-Cola and stuff. Yeah, like they parents wasn't around. They was just doing anything. Like, seriously. They was up adrenaline. They probably slept the whole next day, but I don't even think they was sleepy when they got home. Yeah. Loud at 6 a.m. when your parents pick you up in the car. Like,
now you got the whole day ahead of you. At that point, you up at 6 a.m. You got a full day of fun.
No, seriously. Okay, so this episode we're gonna split it into 2 parts. So tune in for next week's episode so you can see the rest of this episode because there's so much to talk about how life is so different these days. Scaring my kids, bro. Like, she's not getting in here.
And I do feel like when I was younger, seeing a crackhead was normal.
Yeah, but my kids are scared of stuff. They don't know any crackheads for real. The crackheads these days are not like the crackheads back in the day either. The crackheads back in the day was kind of cool. Now people be like slumped over. Like, it be kind of scary.
Man, whatever drug it is to where they still be on their feet, but the top half of their body be hanging.
Yes, that's what drug is that? Because that's not the type of drugs they used to have back in our day. Back in our day, you could get somebody to clean a whole house and cut your yard.
Yeah, but like people was just handling it better.
The tolerance was better. It's crazy.
Maybe they just as big.
They started upping the doses now or something. Now people be getting too much. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, my kids would freak out if they seen something like
that. That's what I'm saying. Like, they was like, nah.
Look, I'm scared.
Yeah, it was like, I'm scared. And I was like, she ain't getting in here, bro. Neither one of y'all getting in here at this point. Like, no. Y'all can both walk back around the corner. I'll wait. Like, no.
Yeah, our kids definitely ain't built for the stuff that I remember getting on the bus as a kid.
Yeah, like my kids ain't never even seen a bus.
The bus is where I seen like a real pimp before. I had never seen that before in my life until I got on the bus.
The funny part is
he had his women with him and everything
when I was a kid.
For real?
Yeah, he used to have these girls like dressed like Playboy bunnies and stuff like that, passing out Halloween candy on like Halloween. And he always had a bunch of women at his house. And he was old. He was like 60s or 70s.
That might be the one I seen on the bus.
Nah, he had some pimped out Cadillacs and stuff like that.
Nah,
you got Garfield so messed up.
Oh, his name was Garfield.
Yes, he absolutely wouldn't be on the bus. I can tell you that.
Nah, I might have had a low grade.
He built a makeshift park next door to our house. Like, made out of, like, pieces of steel and, like, tires. It even had a fake basketball rim that he made with, like, some wood and stuff like that. It was a whole made-up park. They literally tore it down.
He was giving back to the community. You said they was passing out candy and then he built a park for y'all?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
He was a decent guy.
So I didn't have no bad judgment on people that was pimping. I mean, I really didn't know what he was doing at the time. Yeah. But as I got older, I was like, that's sneaky.
That's crazy. Yeah, the one at the bus stop wasn't building no playground for us. He was upset with his women. I don't know what they did to him that day, but he was not having a good time.
Oh, my God. See, our kids couldn't handle nothing
and I just looked for my bus. I said, yeah, let me get back home. My mom be looking for me.
Oh, my God. No, literally. Let me get out of here before I end up being next. Next to Big Toe.